Hey guys, welcome. My name is Kayla and I'm so happy that you're here for this Leo reading. This is going to be for anyone with Leo as their sun, moon, or rising. Cross watchers are welcome, flip the energy if needed, and please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. This is going to be what you need to know for your highest and best good reading. What's going on? These are going to be messages from the divine, from your guardian angels, from spirit, from just from the angels telling you what it is that you might need to know that maybe you don't see. We're gonna get into it here in just a second. Spirit angels, spirit guides, guardian angels, divine beings of the highest white light, please help me to interpret these messages for Leo in the highest and best good, to the best of my ability. Please help Leo to understand these messages and to take them and use them for their highest and best good. Please protect this reading and my viewers. All right, guys, here we go. All right, Leo, let's see. We're gonna get right into it. Okay. Wow. So we've got something about praying mantis in the future. I want to show you the cards really quick, and I want to let you know that we're using this is going to be an oracle reading. We're using the literary witch's oracle. And I don't know all the cards yet, but I have a book and I do get guided with most of the messages. So, yeah. I already see something. Okay, so it's something about being on guard, wanting to protect yourself. It's almost... The fuck is that? That was big. I don't know, it was loud. Anyway, it's about guarding yourself, almost like ready to rip anyone's head off. Cutting people off at the source. There's so many. Okay, and again, I got this for a reading with what I just did Sagittarius. So with this card with the future, if you look, she's got like, she's holding up a projection of like a negative entity or something that she has dealt with, right? She's also got throughout, we've got these like, it's almost like a monster or some kind of thing, right? And it's like, and then here she is stabbing this man's heart out. And so the message that I really get strongly from this is like cutting the source off, like cutting it off before it can hurt you, or like being ready to like eat ahead. I mean, think about the praying mantis, right? You know, and we know what they do after they mate, and it's like it's almost like. But this isn't even about like the opposite sex or whatever you deal with. This isn't about that. This is more about like people in your life, just people. And it's like you're always ready and on guard to do something to I get the energy of I'm going to poke you back, but I'm going to poke you harder and my poke is going to hurt. And this is all from the past hurts, the past situations that you've gone through that have put you in that energy. There's a sense of like not being able to work well with, or needing to work well with others, or having a better kind of like relationship with the hive, or you know, this is bees. Bees, they have a hive and they all work together for, you know, a common goal. You know what I mean? They protect the hive. They do everything they need to do. And there is a lot of that going on, but there's also a lot of like, I almost get this sense of feeling like an outsider or looking at the other, I feel this, I'm an outsider. These other bees won't accept me. So I'm going to hurt them before they can hurt me. I'm on guard. That's exactly what I hear. There's also something about a storm brewing inside. There's something going on in here, but it's a storm that was made by yourself or created by yourself. Yes, there was past situations that have literally been a part of the reason that you feel this way, but at the same time, it's like you're holding on to this storm, and it's almost like you're not letting it go. You're not going to let it go. You're going to continue to hold on to it and protect yourself as if you're going through that storm. And the storm is a lot of shit that's going on in your head. There's all these things you feel like are coming at you. Like, you know, every time, maybe it's like every time you feel like you've healed one thing, something else pops up, you know? And so you want to jump out and go ahead and protect yourself because you know what you've gone through. But the fact is that you don't have to be on guard like that. You don't have to eliminate everything. And I feel like there's this energy of like, I want to eliminate it before it hurts me, or I can't explain it. I will explain it, but just give me a minute. There's something about the way you see yourself and the way you see others. There's also a sense of like making peace with the way you see yourself, making peace with your past. There's something about it's just, I keep getting the past and like making peace with the past, because that's what's going to let you be more open to situations. You know, the praying mantis, when I think of it, I think of an energy of something that's very beautiful and exotic, but it will literally rip your face off the minute you mate with it, right? Like, and this is like a natural, like instinctual progression, circle of life and all that. However, in this instance, it's saying that you don't need to be that way or do that. This is talking about making peace with your past and the things that won't seem to leave you be. Which would be with the elixir. Also, I get that, hold on a second, let me look that one up. Because there's something I see in it, but I want to double check. I don't know if I mentioned that this is a new deck to me, so there's something about something that you do, or something about your health, or something about, I opened my damn bedroom door and now there's like all these little tiny, they're adorable, these cute little like moth like grasshopper things, but they're driving me crazy because this is like the only light on. So as soon as I opened that door, it was kind of like fair game, I guess. There's something about wanting to belong. There's something about this elixir one is throwing me, because it talks about your health, it talks about toxicity, it talks about, and that could be what it's meaning. Okay, so like the toxicity of being on guard and ready to eat someone's face off. Because they get that really strongly of like, I'm not going to let you get me, I'm going to get you first. Or I'm not going to let you get close enough. Or I need to be on guard at all times. It's like, and coming against almost the hive, feeling like you're a man apart or a woman apart, and coming against the entire hive. What you're not realizing is this is something, a mirror image of what you're creating, and it's time to make peace with your past. You're holding on to a storm that you don't have to hold on to anymore. It's an old story. This is talking about potentially needing to work on, there's an energy of like healing the girl that you used to be, or healing the man that you, or the boy that you used to be, you know, the child part of you, or the youth part of you. Or there's something about even other people, maybe you felt judged by others or something like that, and there's this definitely a sense of, I'm holding on to my broken heart, but I'm doing it proudly. So no matter what, no one's going to actually penetrate this wall of mine. I feel like there's this major wall up, and I don't think that you're seeing it. There's an energy of not feeling good enough, of feeling like you are not accepted. There's an energy of feeling not accepted. There's a vision that you have of your future, but there's an energy of not feeling accepted. And there's this knife card, and I really want to look that up because it comes right after the solitude. And this could talk about cutting away the things that are keeping you from being at one with that hive. And I almost feel like it's cutting away from the that energy of feeling like you're not good enough, right? That feeling that you don't fit in, or that people don't find you to be exciting or attractive, or there's an energy of not feeling good enough, an energy of and let me see, it says intention, conflict, resolution. There's definitely a sense of conflict going on, and the need for resolution, and maybe cutting out the things that make you feel different. There's such an energy of you overthinking the shit out of the way you look to others, or like how you see yourself. Like you overthink something and how you're seeing yourself and how it looks to another person. And there's like the sense of like, again, with this perspective card, the way you're seeing yourself. There's a sense of making peace with your past. There's a sense of making peace with the old you, or a peace with you from another lifetime. Or this could be, as a man, maybe you have mother issues, or as a woman, maybe you have father issues, or, because I definitely see like an energy of like, keeping your freedom in a cage. There's such a sense of this is how it's got to be. And you're literally putting barriers up against your own self. You're not letting yourself fly free. There's a sense of you could just be free, but you keep like caging something. Or the way you see things, it's like it has to be this way. The only way that it's actually going to be helpful to me, or that it'll be beneficial in any way, it's got to be this. These are the guidelines of what it has to be. And if it's outside of those guidelines in any way, then it's not good. No, that's not good. That's not, I'm just saying, like, you're really caging yourself into a place where you don't have to. And you're looking at life as this is the way it has to be. I'm only seeing this, and you're not seeing the beauty that surrounds all of it in every facet, for every part of it. Like every being has its purpose, and just because they do things that you don't like doesn't make it wrong, or it doesn't even make it a bad story. It doesn't make it bad in any way. It just makes it different from how you're doing it. But the thing is, you're caging yourself with this vision of exactly how it has to be, and you're seeing anything else as ugly. And it's giving you this thing where it's like you're having a hard time being cohesive with others. You're really having a hard time working together with other people because of this vision of how things have to be. And that's not really how things have to be. This is life. Everyone gets to experience whatever they want, and whatever their journey is, it doesn't make them bad at all. It just makes them different from you. And really, none of us are actually different. We're all connected. I mean, we're a little bit different, but all connected at the end of the day. So this is really talking about cutting out the idea that others might not be attractive, or might not be doing what you want them to do, or the way you see things, or the way you think things should be. It's like keeping yourself in this certain place and being on guard all the time in case anything should infiltrate. And other people and whatever they're doing is not good, and they need to check themselves. No, they don't. No, they don't. Life is a beautiful, free world, and we get to do whatever the fuck we want. And each individual person serves their purpose regardless if you think it's good or not. But that also goes for you, Leo. That means that you serve a very beautiful purpose in this life. Okay, and if you want to be more cohesive with your fellow colony, you know, it might be a good idea to cut out what you think is ugly, to eliminate the thought of, okay, that looks ugly to me, that's bad to me, you know, to be more open to a bigger vision of things. There's a need to be more open to a bigger vision of things, and not be ready to cut something down because of the ghost from Christmas past for you, because that's what it is that's holding you back, is all of these things from the past. And you're just thinking, okay, well, it's like you're saying that your the way you've dealt with things or what you've gone through is the outline for everyone, and that's not even remotely close. Everyone's outline is different. Everyone has different capabilities. Everyone does things differently. Everyone makes different choices. And so what's good for the goose doesn't necessarily mean it's good for the gander. But you can't cut out the gander because you think the whole gander's fucked up, right? Like, you still need the gander. Like, a goose on its own is just like, it's not a smart idea. They don't do well just by themselves. Like, no, it doesn't go well. They like to be part of a flock, and if you want to cohesively be part of the flock, you have to accept other people for who they are and what they do, and that includes yourself, Leo. It's not just about what other people are doing, but you're kind of saying, it's like the way you are seeing things is that you're looking at a situation and going, well, this is exactly how it was for me, so it's got to be that same way for others. And again, I go back to, no, it doesn't, no, it isn't, and no, it's not. And if someone does something that you don't necessarily like, unless it's like murdering someone or like outwardly really hurting other people, just because people do things that you don't see as a good thing doesn't mean that's actually not a good thing. Okay, everyone's life is different. It's just about accepting others for who they are and accepting yourself for who you are, cutting out the thing that you think is ugly. Like, let go of that idea, because you've let society kind of create and build that vision, right, of what you think is beautiful and what you think is not. And so you judge yourself on it and you judge others on it, and you keep yourself from being a cohesive flock or hive. You know, it's like you keep yourself on the outside when that's not what you're looking for. You want to be a part of the in. You want to be in. You want to be with the hive. So this is really Spirit asking you to try to take a look at things in a different way and understand that everyone's journey is different. That you might not see something as beneficial or beautiful or positive, but that doesn't mean it's not, okay? Society has placed a whole lot of rules on what is good and what is bad, and you don't have to latch onto that, because that's a bunch of bullshit. That eliminates a whole massive group of people from being able to feel like they belong in the hive, and that's fucked up. Okay, we all belong in the hive. We all have our own positive traits and negative traits, and we all have our own crosses to bear, and we also all have a lot to bring to the table. Every single fucking one of us brings something to the table. And this is really talking about, stop cutting things out because of the things you've gone through in the past. Stop judging everything by what has happened. Try to take a look at things as like being helpful. Like, even the storm in your head is going to help you push forward into the next level. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of how you're looking at it. And if you're looking down on something, then yeah, it's going to be lower. But you don't have to look down on anything at all. Everything and everyone has a benefit in this life. There's a reason for every single one of us, even if you don't like the reason or you think the reason is bullshit or whatever. We're all beneficial. Everything, there's nobody doing anything. Listen, even Hitler didn't go to hell, okay? And you can say what you want about that, and I'm not in any way condoning what happened. I'm saying everyone had a purpose and always has had a purpose. And I'm just going to leave it at that. There is something about these underlying thoughts or these things that go through your head that you're not realizing are going through your head. There's something about the way you talk to yourself, or the way your subconscious guidance, right? This is also about paying attention to the signs and synchronicities. This is also saying to open your eyes to something, to see the beauty in something, to see that you can open an oyster and find a pearl. The oysters are ugly. They look disgusting, but you open them up and there's a beautiful pearl, right? And this is saying there's an offering from the universe and from your subconscious for you to be able to see things in that manner and find the beautiful pearl within the oyster. But you have to be open to the guidance. And yeah, you might see signs and synchronicities, but this is deeper. This is like taking the information and actually using it to kind of integrate yourself into a place where you feel like a part of society, like a part of it again, changing your mindset, healing old wounds, or actually maybe writing a forgiveness letter, because I see writing twice here with the perspective and the subconscious. I see someone's writing, and so it's like there's a need to maybe journal, write down the shit that you're going through, write down the things you hear, the subconscious downloads that are always being given to you. They're pearls, they're bits of information that you're supposed to take and actually use to go to a better place. And that better place can be anything. It's not narrowed down to this one line of how things should be. That it's huge, broad. Everything is good in its own way. And without the bad, you wouldn't even appreciate the good. So you should still appreciate the bad. That's pretty much what it is. It's a tough place to be, but it's very much a place that you can move up from or move away from. It's just about, right now is your time to make peace with what you see and your perspective on things, and not being so judgmental, because I see there's a lot of judgmental shit going on here, and there's no need. And this could be against you, or this could be you judging others, or you could just feel judged, right? But it's because of your own inner turmoil that makes you feel like the toad in a situation when you're absolutely not. And it's like you're always ready to be on guard and to pounce on something that even comes near you. It's like, I'll get you before you get me. So you're feeling like you're coming against the whole hive, and all of that's just literally past issues, and holding on to broken hearts, holding on to things you think you're letting go of, but it clearly is still swirling around in your energy. Okay. This is about broadening your vision of what shit should be, so that you can understand that everybody plays an equally beautiful role in how things go. You know, we see the worst of the worst and we think, oh, that's terrible, terrible things happening, right? But we don't know is there's beauty that comes out of each individual bad thing. You know, you can have a lot of bad shit happen, but at the end of the day, something good comes out of it. And then people go, oh man, if that hadn't happened, we wouldn't be here. And so thank God. You know what I'm saying? So it's literally a matter of just the way you see things, and not cutting everyone down for being different. They all have their own roads. It's okay. You don't have to judge yourself, nor should you judge others. You should just be accepting and just enjoy the ride. Or you do whatever you want. It's your free will. But that is what I'm getting out of this, Leo. So anyway, I hope you got something out of this reading. If you did, please drop a like. It is a completely free way to help the channel grow, and it's a really nice thing to do, and I appreciate the shit out of it. And plus it gets these messages out to other Leos who really might need to hear them. Also, if you were led to subscribe, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. I hope you enjoy the content. And if you were not, that's okay too. I'm just glad you were here for this